Good morning, friends. Sorry, my computer keeps freezing, so hopefully it's not freezing on y'all. Good morning. Happy Sunday. How has your weekend been? What are we reading this morning? I think my first sprint, I'm going to start editing the video for this week. Hopefully I can like rough edit all of it, and then I'm going to be switching to reading Fate and Furies by Helen Scher. I am a little over halfway through this book and I'm loving every single second of it. Yes, I'm very sleepy this morning, so I'm giving my brain a second to wake up, and I have my handy dandy coffee here with me. Um, Welcome, Gabby. You finished Avatar, you gave it 5 stars. You also finished Iron Flame and gave that 5 stars. Oh my gosh. I've started Once Upon a Broken Heart, not really into it. But yeah, I feel like with Once Upon a Broken Heart, the first book was my least favorite. The second book, like, really gained a lot of momentum for me. And then the last book was my absolute favorite because I think that there's just no romance like Jack's. So I would say, like, hold on to your hope with that series. I also, when I read that first book, was like, I don't know if I love Evangeline, but I think that she gets better as you continue reading it. But I love, please let me know what your recent 5-star books were. I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Claire. I don't know which one I should read, Flawless or Rock, Paper, Scissors. Um, I agree. Flawless is so good. They're very different vibes because isn't Rock, Paper, Scissors a thriller? I would say go with Flawless because I read Flawless recently and absolutely loved it. We'll read The Golden Compass. Lovely. Good morning. Reading Redeeming Six. This series is everywhere recently, and I've been getting a little bit more into contemporary romance. Like, I've been in the mood for it. So I'm like, should I read this? Also, the paperbacks, I was looking at them in Barnes and Noble and they're so floppy. They're like exquisitely floppy. Like, that publisher did something so right that I'm like, I would just buy these because they're so floppy and like lovely to hold. Reading Legendary. Oh my gosh, Legendary is one of my absolute favorites, Bethany. I hope that you're loving it. Currently reading Glowing. Mile High almost put you in a slump, but it's getting better now, so I'm going to continue with it today. Oh no. Maybe on sprints, it'll help you to like have more momentum with it, and maybe that's what will get you through. Why is it putting you in a slump? Because it's like a little bit, isn't that one a little bit longer? Or is it just like the content of the book that's making you feel slumpy? Oh my gosh, you're so cute, Michelle. This is my favorite part of the day as well. I love to wake up and just chit chat with you guys and get some productivity done, get some reading done. It's literally so fun. Whenever I see Fate and Furies, I think it says Fate and Furries. I feel like this title is difficult to say in general because I will usually say Fates and Furies and it's Fate and Furies. It's just difficult. You don't like the third person in Once Upon a Broken Heart. I'm pretty sure she always writes in third person. I'm trying to remember the Caraval series because it's been so long since I've read it. But I don't know, I didn't mind it very much because I love the writing style. Like, I love how descriptive and whimsical and beautiful it is that it didn't really bother me that much. Yay, Flawless it is. Finishing up Two Twisted Crowns. How are you feeling about that one? I'm very curious because I loved One Dark Window. I did read Two Twisted Crowns as well, but I'm just not telling you what I thought of it. I'm gonna sprint Divine Rivals today. Oh my gosh, I love that book. I also have 1.5 hours left of Neon Gods. Your latest 5-star read. Oh my gosh, I love that. Blood and Steel was a 5-star for me too. I freaking love this series. She has just like a crazy brain where if you love enemies to lovers or like a hate to love story, they're enemies to lovers in every single one of these books. Like, it's not just in Blood and Steel. They're enemies to lovers in this too. I'm like, how did she even do this? But also, like, I'm here for it and I'm loving every second of it. It's so crazy. I'll be finishing the audiobook for The Crimson Moth. Oh my gosh, the ending of that book is really, really good, and doing some journaling, and then I'll be reading The Jasad Heir. That's one that I really have been meaning to get to because I've heard nothing but amazing, amazing things. Starting Only When It's Us by Chloe Leese. Currently reading an Agatha Christie book, but I gotta finish my homework. That's fair. Page 13 of Once Upon a Broken Heart. I mean, you have a ways to go. Give it a chance. But I will say, like, Evangeline, especially in the beginning of that book, I was like, what is this? Alternating between writing paper and reading Throne of the Fallen. Oh my goodness. You thought it was a slow burn. By 30%, things were kind of happening. Yeah. Yeah, I think all of her books are pretty medium to fast burn. So that makes sense. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, Carvel is in third person too. I'm pretty sure like her writing style remains very, very consistent through her books. So I feel like if it's not for you, you probably won't love it. But if you love it, it's like incredible. And all of her books are amazing. Hi, bestie. I'm going to listen to RuPaul's memoir. Oh, either listen to RuPaul's memoir or read The Sweetheart Killer. Love. Absolutely loved One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. Doesn't even compare. It's so sad. I only have another 75 pages so far, but I felt so disappointed. Same. I just really wanted it to focus on Elspeth and what's his name? Raven? Why does that sound so wrong? I just wanted it to continue to focus on like Elspeth and her romance from the first one. I felt like there was so much left to continue with, and then it switched to focus on like that other couple, and they were like adjacent characters, but I was like, where's my romance that I was expecting? It was so crazy and abrupt, that like switch, especially because it's only a duology, and it's like you only got the first book for like one romance, and then you get the second book for like another romance. I don't know. It was not what I was expecting either, but it does have a good ending. And Elspeth like becomes more of the central focus point in the ending as well. It's golden hot right now for me. Okay. Good morning. I'm going to continue reading Throne of the Fallen is a popular one. Finishing I always read it Spy X Family. Spy Family Volume 4, and then I'll be starting Done and Dusted. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh, it's golden hour right now for you. This morning I woke up randomly at 5 in the morning, and I went to go like find my water bottle, and it was still dark out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. And then I started to like wake up a little bit more as the sun came up, and I was like, I didn't ask for this. Like seeing the sunrise it can be nice and it's really pretty, but at the same time I was like, I would rather be sleeping. Where are you right now that it's so it must be sunset for you? Feel the same. I love Elm, but it's not the same feeling I had in the first book. I completely agree. Like I did really like the romance, but I just like wasn't done with the first romance. You know what I mean? Rereading Love Hypothesis for a few pages and then writing your own book. Oh my gosh, okay. Writing queen. We will get into our first sprint in just a minute. Hoping to get a chunk of small town big rumors read. That sounds like a thriller, but I haven't heard of that book before. Participating in Old School April, so I'm reading a middle grade series from my childhood called Welcome In. Stop. Why is that the cutest thing in the whole world? I've never heard of Old School April. Who do you know who runs it? Is it like it's like a readathon challenge for April? I know April's almost over at this point, but like that's literally so cute. I would have to reread like the Magic Treehouse series and like the Junie B. Jones books. Maybe Nancy Drew. I did read some Nancy Drew because my mom had like all of the collector's editions of like all of those because those were her favorite books, and I read a couple of those too. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I hope that golden hour and your sunset is very pretty. 60% into redeeming 6 and my heart hurts. This is what makes me want to read those books. Like everyone says that they are extremely like slow burn, like super duper duper slow burn. Maybe like kiss by the 70% mark and that's it. And they're so emotional. And that just makes me think of like I just want a book or a series like Magnolia Parks made me so emotional and made me feel so many things that I was like, I'm never going to find another series like this. And now I feel like I'm going to want to read the series because it's kind of giving the emotional level of like a Magnolia Parks. Simon Slashers. Okay. I will have to look into this. Thank you so much, Megan. Second Chance Romance, but it does sound like a thriller. The title sounds very thrillery. Okay, Second Chance Romance. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's hi bestie. Let's start our first sprint. I am not going to be a good nugget and read. I'm going to try to like rough edit my vlog, but then after hopefully we get it all done. We're going to do 45 minutes. Actually, do we want to do 50 minutes for this first one? Like a little bit longer? What are we feeling? 50 minutes or 45? The first number that I see in chat is what we're going to do. Just so that we can like have a really strong start, get everything done that we need to before we jump into reading. 45. Okay, perfect. And then our ambience for today is just like a little springtime cottage. I literally wish that I lived here. So happy sprinting, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back. How did we do? I finished rough editing my vlog. I was just working a little bit on my thumbnail. I was trying to get like as much done in that 45 minutes because now I am going to switch over to reading and I'm so stinking excited because I can't wait to get back to this. But how was that for y'all? Were you productive? How many pages did you read? How are we liking our books? Let's see. I'm gonna be trying to finish City of Dusk by Tara Sim because my Libby hold is due in like 2 days. There is nothing like a Libby hold to just put the necessary pressure on you to finish a book. So absolutely love that for you, bestie. Good morning. Agenda for the day. 1, get OJ oatmeal and eggs. Priorities right off the bat, absolutely stunning. 2, fill out apps for my boomer mother. Oh my god, that's so cute. 3, start editing March vlog all while listening to Network Effect BK and number 5 in the Murderbot series. That is such a productive morning. I absolutely love that for you. I hope that your breakfast was good. Hi, Madison. Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. Let us know what you're going to be reading if you're just joining or like what you were reading in that last sprint. Good morning, Nikita. Just joined, hoping to get a good chunk of the book I'm reading completed during these sprints. Oh my gosh, of course. I'm glad that you like the ambiance. I feel like I like to rotate between different like ASMR things, but there's only so many firecrackles I can listen to before it just starts to get really old. So I feel like birdsong is really nice, especially because it's springy and nice. There's so many ambiances where it's like nighttime, but where we do these in the morning, I'm like, it doesn't fit the mood, you know what I mean? Good morning, just joining for the first time. Welcome in. I'm reading The Last Mrs. Parrish today. Love the ambience. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you guys like it. Hello, welcome in. Just joined sprints. Want to finish Award today. I have 120 pages left. Oh my gosh, the ending of that book is insane. Read 23 pages, read a chapter, 15 pages. Read over. I got to page 232. Oh my gosh. So many good nuggets. Got 15 minutes left of my audiobook. Love. Reached 55%. That's okay. Sometimes if it's easier to just put like the page that you read up to or the percentage, absolutely. Whatever works for you works for me. Got some decent reading done. 35 pages of Flawless. How are you liking it? Oh my gosh, 49% into Vows and Ruins. I'm obsessed. Read to page 220. I just joined. Welcome in. I'm reading The Places I've Cried in Public by Holly Bourne. That sounds very emosh. Currently reading The Familiar by Lee Bardugo. How far in are you? And are you liking it? I think I might be getting to that maybe next week. I'm gonna buddy read that with some of my friends, but I'm really excited for it. And I feel like I've heard people saying that they're reading it, but I haven't heard a lot of feedback about it, given I haven't been like actively seeking feedback about it. But I'm really hoping that it's good. I love that it's giving historical fiction slash fantasy. It is obviously a fantasy, but like it has such a historical element to it, which I usually really like. Good morning, Shannon. I'll be reading The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. Good morning. Got some journaling done. I'm going to fill out my planner and then read Betrothal or Breakaway. Oh my gosh, journaling sounds so fun. Good morning, Christina. I'll be reading Glow of the Everflame and Loving. Oh my gosh. I still need to read the series. And if you're asking if it was our book club book for last month, it was. It was the only book club book that I didn't end up reading. I don't know why. It makes me want to cry, but everyone freaking loved it. And I was like, the fact that I didn't read it with everyone else makes me super upsetty spaghetti. But I did read this month's and I really liked it. We read Heartless Hunter. Also, we're going to be voting on our May book very soon. So if you'd like to join our book club on Fable, it's always linked down below. Listen to 16% of RuPaul's memoir. Yeah, Binding 13 is the first book in that series. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Denise. First time here. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, we have so many first timers. We always sprint every Sunday, y'all. So just saying. I joined at 37 minutes reading The River We Remember, read 27 pages. Made it through 40 pages. Oh my gosh, y'all are reading queens. Just joining, planning to finish a graphic novel duo today. Oh my gosh, I love that. We should try beach waves and seagulls sound. Yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. See, as long as the seagulls aren't like super present, like maybe every once in a while they come in, you know what I mean? But I'm not like for a full like seagull ambiance, but definitely waves. I find that so calming and nice. Oh my gosh, love. Okay, that's so exciting. Just finished my book. Now I need to choose a new Kindle book, but I'm so indecisive. If you have options, Bo, and you would like us to help, feel free to pop them in chat. I have The Familiar on hold at my library. I'm so excited to get to it soon. Yes, I'm so freaking excited. I love Leigh Bardugo. I'm not so patiently waiting for her to put out the next book in the Alex Stern series. Like, where is that? But also, I'm excited to have a standalone fantasy. It's 5 p.m. for me, and I'm editing a chapter in my thesis. Okay, big brained queen. I did finish A Tempest of Tea this morning and couldn't bring myself to start another book after the ending. You loved it? Oh my gosh, I love that for you. Hello, currently reading The Housemaid, and it's going by so fast. I know, I really, really do. You will love it so much. Oh my gosh, I literally felt so guilty. I was like, this is the only book club book that I didn't like read with the book club, and it was such a mistake. I don't know. My priorities were not straight. So yeah, I need to get to that series and prioritize it. Your birthday's next week. Happy early birthday. It's definitely a 5-star prediction. I feel like it's a 5-star prediction for me as well. I can't stink and wait for it. About a third into The Familiar. It's definitely historical. It has I love her dark vibes. I feel like all of her adult fantasy has like darker vibes. It's been all right so far, but definitely go into it. Yeah. I feel like you get from the synopsis that it's definitely a historical fantasy because it's talking about the new capital of Madrid. So it's like when Spain was just starting to explore other places and stuff like that. My only concern going in is that I think it might be a little bit slower paced because I think she's gonna have to explain a lot of like historical elements. So, but that's just an outsider's perspective. I have not started it. Hi, Chelsea. First time it's for you as well. Welcome in. Currently reading Heavenly Bodies. Oh my gosh, I freaking loved Heavenly Bodies and loving it. I love that. That is a book that just gives such Aries energy. I know that we just came out of Aries season, but like, I love that book so much. I still have to read the second book in that series. I can't remember if it's a duology. I think she hold on, I need to look. But I love Amani Aru. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you absolutely should. She's also such a babe. Like she is gorgeous. And maybe that's just the bi girl in me talking, but like, oh my gosh, she's so freaking pretty. I feel like she came out with a third book in that series. Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, I still need to read Fallen Stars. Oh yeah, and then she just came out with Holy Monsters, which is the third book in the series. I haven't heard anyone talking about that one though. Wait, it also doesn't have a synopsis yet. I don't know if Holy Monsters is out yet. I need to continue with I'm in the middle of so many fantasy series right now, y'all. I need to like prioritize actually finishing book series. Hi, Stacy. I'm currently reading Dark Knight Golden Dawn and loving it. 77% in, trying to finish it today. We will start our next sprint very shortly. I don't want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart right now. I want to read Akamef, but I don't have it. Oh no. Let's see. I'm sure you can find it either on Libby or like even just buy the ebook for it. Just please hold on The Familiar through my library, but I don't know what to expect. Yeah, I'm planning on vlogging it. So hopefully I will have some updates about that book maybe next week. Good morning, Holly. Just finished Done and Dusted and loved it. I love that we're all just reading. Well, some of us, a handful of us are reading Cowboy Romance in this chat, but also like so many of us for spring we're just like it is cowboy romance time because I feel the same way. The next book that I need to read is Heartless, and I can't sink and wait because it's Cade's book, Cade and Willa, I believe. And I am so stinking excited. But I feel like I like, at least right now, I like Lila Sage's writing a little bit more than I like Elsie Silver. But I feel like as I continue with the Chestnut Spring series, I might fall more in love with Elsie Silver. But I love that. Just finished Powerless last week, and your review is spot on, super high tension, but world building needed work. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little disappointed by that book, but I'm excited for the next book in the series. I feel like there was potential in her writing that I think the next book is called Reckless, comes out in July. I feel like hopefully she's developing a little bit more as an author in that next one. Oh my gosh, Wild Love, how are you liking it? Yes, vlog it. Yeah, okay, I got you, bestie. So fun. Everyone says that Kate is their fave, and I've been seeing all over Instagram recently, like, Cade Eaton is everything, like, all of, like, the Cade Eaton love, and I'm like, "Okay, I need to experience Cade for myself." Reading Flawless next month. I will say when I was waiting for the morning dove calling between the other birds chirping. Oh my gosh, yeah, very much nostalgic, but also what I'm used to hearing in the morning. The morning doves are so perfect. Yeah, that one doesn't have it. You know what? Let me write myself a note. Maybe next next Sunday I will look for one that has the morning doves because I totally agree that's so, oh my gosh. Morning dove ambiance. I'm gonna look that up and try to find a good one. Y'all are just reinforcing. It's even but everyone told me too when I was starting the Chestnut Spring series that the first one like wasn't their favorite, and if I wanted to start with like the second one, it would be better to do so. But I'm just someone who likes to read things in relative like order, like publish order. So it's like, no, I'll start with the first one. But oh my gosh, I can't wait for it. I plan on maybe binging Heartless. Bringing Heartless with me on vacation next week because I need some fun on the beach. That sounds like the best time in the whole world. It's so good. Um, it's Willa's brother. Yeah, I need to know why. I need to know the tea. Love the Chestnut Spring series, but I didn't want to bring it. I wanted to spread it out between. Yes, I feel like sprinkling in some contemporary romance between fantasy books like really, really helps. It's your number 4? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Keep getting distracted by monster romances. That is so fair, and I love that for you. Okay, let's jump into our next sprint. I might try to finish my thumbnail, but then absolutely read more of Fate and Furies. And on our next break, you'll probably hear me screaming about Wilder Hawthorne because he is my baby forever. All right, I will see y'all in 45. Hi, friends. Sorry, I couldn't find my mouse for a second. Welcome back. How did we do? I read about 40 pages. I think a little bit over 40 pages, and I'm so obsessed. This one might be my favorite book so far. I'm not gonna lie. How many pages did y'all read? How are the books? Let me find my place in chat. Once Upon a Broken Heart is the only book I have on my physical TBR right now. I'm so mad. Well, you're being a very good nugget reading your physical TBR. I love that for you. Hello. I hope you're having the best day. I'm reading Binding 13 and Avoiding Responsibilities. This seems like a theme for this Sunday for many of us. That series is taking over the book community. Hello, just joining and starting Spark of the Everflame. So fun. Hello. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Just joining. Oh my gosh, another Spark of the Everflame. Okay, Sophie. Reached 61%. Read 33 pages. Finished Legendary. What was the final rating, Bethany? How did you like Tella and compared to Scarlet? Read 22 pages. That was 45. I know these sprints are going by really, really fast. We have time for one more. We're going to get into the next sprint fairly quickly because I want to have a little bit of time to chit chat at the end. So excited. Yeah, I feel like everyone has been gushing about that series lately, which is so incredible. Did some cleaning and organizing. Like to switch off. I would like to switch off reading and cleaning. Yeah, that's fair. We have one more sprint that we'll be doing. Needed to accomplish things, so I switched to the Starsight audiobook. I love that we all are just like, we need to be productive. We're listening to our audiobooks. It's such a vibe. Listen to another 16%. Yeah, the 45 minutes are flying by this morning. 46 pages and bawled your eyes out twice. Oh my gosh. 32 pages. Also reading Spark of the Everflame. Oh my gosh, y'all are going to have like your own little group chat about that book. I wonder if you all are on similar points. Got to page 326. Finished Two Twisted Crowns. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I felt the same way. I think I gave One Dark Window, I'm pretty sure 5 stars, and Two Twisted Crowns, I think I gave like a 3-star because I was just so disappointed at the characters it was following. It was well written. It just like wasn't what I wanted from the story, you know? I know it is my side to read it. Everyone is like peer pressure, like please read the series. That is totally fine because I am gonna read it. Are we all starting so we can enjoy? Are we all starting so we can enjoy and catch up for the release of the last book? Oh my gosh. Wait, when does the last book come out? It was a reread and I rated it 3.5. Tella seemed indecisive for a lot of it. Yeah. I feel like Tella is a bit more decisive than Scarlet though. Scarlet was just like wandering through the first book, like without no thoughts, head empty, just vibes and trying to find the love of her life. Read about 20 pages. My puppy really needed some attention. Same. Me and JMO went outside during that sprint. I can't focus on audiobooks. I wish I could. I used to be like that as well. Like I found that if I'm listening to an audiobook without doing something with my hands or doing like a tedious task like folding laundry, doing dishes, something, I don't know, like I just focus better when I have something that I'm doing and like listening to the audiobook. I don't know why, but if I'm just like literally sitting there looking at the wall listening to an audiobook, I don't absorb anything at all. I also think like fantasy audiobooks are sometimes harder to do if you're someone who can't focus during audiobooks. Like listening to an easier story, like a thriller or a contemporary romance, sometimes makes it like easier. Now to read Just for the Summer or Where the Dark Stands Still. Oh, I've been really wanting to read Where the Dark Stands Still. I've been seeing that one literally everywhere. Do I only do sprints on Sundays? We usually do because I do them weekly and I try to do Sunday morning reading sprints. There are some times where we might do like a Saturday, or if I'm doing like a readathon, hee hee, tee hee, hint hint. We do the romantasy readathon on this channel, and there might be like more sprints at different times, but it's typically always Sunday morning. Oh my gosh, it comes out in June. Okay. Oh my gosh, May. May is going to be a big reading month for me then for that series. I'm glad we're not the only ones disappointed by two. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They deserved better. They did deserve better. I'm so happy I'm not the only one who feels like this. The fact that I can binge a series more or less is definitely appealing. 100% for next month, so I don't have to wait too long. Absolutely. Set yourself up for success, bestie. Made brunch and read 2 chapters of Camp Damascus. What did you make for brunch? Going to make some iced coffee during this chatty break. Yeah, I'm debating if I want to make another coffee. Girl, have you read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame? And if you did, you know the third book is only coming out January 21st of 2025. I just finished Iron Flame yesterday. Yeah, those book releases are very spread apart. But like I get it. It seems like it's taking her kind of a while to write. It seems like she didn't have the whole series plotted out beforehand. So it seems like as she's releasing one book, she's starting to write the next one, whereas some authors will have like the first 2 books or the first 3 books plotted out, and that way when the first book gets released, the books can release in a quicker succession, if that makes sense. Trying to squeeze in all 3 before June. Yeah, we're all just gonna be like jumping to the series and reading as fast as we can. I absolutely have to be doing. Yeah, absolutely. I think the last book of in June. I feel that listening to romance is so good, whereas when I listen to a fantasy, I have to read alongside the physical. I completely agree, especially if it's a more intensive fantasy book. Like there's some fantasy romance books that if you're listening to the audio, it's a vibe. Like Powerless, I think would be a really easy audiobook to listen to, even though it's fantasy romance. But yeah, some big brained fantasies are tough to listen to solely with audiobooks. Yeah, I know. The cliffhanger that she's leaving us on for an entire year is insane. um, okay, let's do our final. I'm gonna leave it at 45 minutes. And then we'll have a couple minutes to chit chat afterwards. Yeah, I think it's really honestly, I think it's really weird that Rebecca Yarros writes like she started off writing a different genre. Like she started off writing contemporary romance and then she switched to fantasy. I don't know why. I just feel like it's like it's such a weird mix. Okay. Let's start our next sprint. Happy reading, everybody. Oops. Hi, besties. Welcome back. I read 34 pages in that last sprint. I almost read 100 pages, even after editing for an entire sprint. So these were very productive. How was that last sprint for you all? And let me scroll up and try to catch up on chat a little bit. I finished a cool intro for my vlog. Yay! So now I can take a break and read. That's so exciting. Listening to Legendborn on audio while I do some chores. Oh my gosh, I wonder when the next book in that series is coming out, because she said it was a cycle, like the Legendborn cycle, and that series is so freaking good. Listen to Fourth Wing was 5 stars and Iron Flame was 2 stars. I honestly was debating on even continuing with the series, but the fact that it's taking longer this time is making maybe I'll read it. I don't know yet. I agree. I think that Iron Flame was a bit disappointing for me. I want to say I definitely gave it a lower rating. I gave Fourth Wing 5 stars. Like, I absolutely loved it. I'm trying to remember what I rated Iron Flame. Let's see. I gave it 3 stars. I think the ending really helped it for me, but I was not crazy about the rest of the book. So, yeah, we'll see I'm definitely continuing with the series because I want to see where it's going. I just feel like she really struggled with that second book, but second books are hard. I think that's a known theme. I think that a lot of authors really struggle with second books. So I'm hopeful that it's going to get better from like now going forward. I posted, if anyone wants that ambiance, it is right here. Hello, my love. How are you? I didn't read a single page. I was busy finishing up some homework and currently eating dinner. That is so fair. I definitely scrolled during some of that. I posted my Instagram post for the day, and then I warmed up last night. Ross and I went to BJ's and I got a burger. So I was like nibbling on my fries, and I'm going to eat the second half of my burger after this. Ordering Akamap, I can't wait any longer. So excited. I love that for you. Read 59 pages and I have maybe 30 left of the book. That's so good. Did some meal planning for the week, started laundry, scrolled the internet trying to find some florals to draw for your May Bujo. That sounds absolutely stunning. Read 27 pages, reached 67%, wrote 1.5 pages of your book, and she's finally at fantasy school. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I want to go to fantasy school. Got through editing 6 pages and spent a solid 8 minutes rewriting 1 sentence. That is so fair. 85 pages left of your book. Put dishes away, made iced coffee. Read 50 pages, 10% in. Oh my gosh, love. Book 3. Yeah, some of these books for like the Spark of the Everflame series are so stinking long. But I feel like they read really fast. You know, it's not like a difficult writing style to read. Gave Iron Flame 3.5. Yeah. I do have a TikTok, but like I never post on it. I mostly just post on YouTube and Instagram. Listen to another 16%, so at 68% total. Hoping to finish your audiobook today. You can absolutely do it. Reach 63% in Vows and Ruins. Maybe I should get Fate and Furies on Kindle so it's ready to go. I absolutely think you should. The cliffhanger at the end of Vows and Ruins will want to make you jump right into Fate and Furies. Oh my gosh, super obsessed now. 46 pages of Twisted Hate. Oh my gosh, I love Twisted Hate. 41% in. Lovely. Well, thank you all so much for joining this morning or this afternoon or this evening, whatever time it is for you. We will have sprints next Sunday. Make sure you subscribe. We had some new folks in chat today. I post new videos every Thursday. We do reading sprints on Sundays. We have some exciting announcements coming May 1st, so keep your eye out for that. I will see y'all in a little bit. Toodles. Have a great day.